have a crew in Cuba right now covering all the tributes and memorials for Fidel Castro.
And Local 10 News reporter Hatzel Vela joins us live right now on the phone from Havana.
Christy, Janice, a lot of emotions here in Havana as the ashes of Fidel Castro made their way through the streets of Havana. Let's give you some perspective here, show you what was happening. You see hundreds, if not thousands of people lining up along the streets of Havana as the ashes of Fidel Castro made their way through. To give you some historical perspective, this is the same route we're told that he took, just in reverse, but the same route that he took when he took power back in 1959 and eventually made his way from the eastern side of Havana into, from the eastern side of the country, I should say, into Havana. Let's give you a map here, show you this map of where that trajectory will be. It will take, we're told, several days for the ashes of Fidel Castro to get from Havana to Santiago de Cuba, Santiago de Cuba being the place where he will be buried at a very historically significant cemetery, the same cemetery where Jose Marti is buried. Some video now of people here watching and waiting as the ashes went by. A lot of emotion, as I mentioned, a lot of folks with flags, a lot of folks taking pictures. And as the ashes went by and as the crowd dispersed, you saw a lot of people wiping tears off their eyes, a lot of folks affected by what was happening then and there. Here's a woman we talked to, talking about what this meant for her individually.
Castro was a guide, a teacher. He was everything in the world to us. In my heart, I wish this wouldn't have happened. We weren't ready for this. We weren't prepared for this. But oh well, what can you do? I am very emotional and I'm very sad that we said goodbye to our leader, but he is alive within us.
So there's going to be criticism, ladies from South Florida, as to whether this is real emotion. But what I have to tell you is that when you talk to people, you can't help but see the emotional side. You can't help but see the fact that they're being honest about how they feel and what this man meant to some of these folks here in Havana. Ladies, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Hatzel. And right now, Local 10 anchor Calvin Hughes, as well as Local 10 news reporter Glenna Milberg, they're both traveling to Santiago de Cuba, where Castro's ashes are going to be transferred ahead of the funeral. Look for some live reports from them and Hatzel later on today, as well as all week long covering the mourning and the funeral of Fidel Castro.